that you're stopping by to watch this video. Today I'm showing you my finished pages. It is already the time of the month to show you which pages I colored in the month of April. I did quite okay, considering I'm not feeling that good. I managed to color quite some pages, so that me show you which pages that I colored this month. So I will put the books aside. I think I colored in over 50 pages this month, and I did it in 20 books. That is what I counted. Maybe there is a little bit more or less. And with the first book I'm starting with is the sorry about that. Is the 50 Lovely Gnomes by Camille Anshakova. In this coloring book I did some body coloring, so I want to thank the ladies in Vans for doing a body coloring with me. Sorry for that, I have to put some thing away and I hit the camera a little bit. Sorry for the shakiness. I will try to incorporate the pictures that they colored in this frame. So if you see the other pages, then I did manage to do it. It's the first time that I try to incorporate some other pictures. So keep the fingers crossed that it will be. Otherwise, sorry ladies, I tried to do my best to incorporate your beautiful pages. The first one is this one. I did this body coloring with Cynthia. She is only on Instagram under the name Graham Fan 46. So check her out on Instagram. She makes beautiful colorings. She's a lovely lady. Also, Cynthia, Cynthia already told you. Michelle is also a very nice young lady. And her name on Instagram is Coloring When You Need Me. Maybe I will put the names also here somewhere underneath the pictures that they draw. I will put it aside so I have some place to place the pictures. So if it's gonna be here, you can find their drawing. It was funny to do. We didn't have all the same coloring book, so we picked out for each other a page with a bunny. That is the one thing we had in common, and I really like how those both pictures came out, and it was quite fun to do. And I did my page with alcohol markers, just straight coloring with alcohol markers, and I love the colors that I choose for this page. The next page I did only with Michelle, and her Instagram is again Coloring When You Need Me. And we did this page. She had this book too, so we have the same picture, and her picture will be here if it will be. Again, if it doesn't, sorry ladies, I tried my best to cooperate it in this movie, in this video. And I used again alcohol markers, but I shaded with some coloring pencil, and I really like how that came out. Her page is also very beautiful. We did it totally different. That I like for body coloring, to see how how you interpreted the pictures. I hope I say it right in English. But that's what I like for body coloring. You never know how the other one chooses the colors. I also use some glitter on this page and some metallic gel pens. And I'm not certain which color pencil I use for shading anymore. Sorry for if I have to burp. I'm not feeling well on my stomach. It's going on for 2 weeks. So I've been multiple times to the doctors, and I have to go to the doctor tomorrow again because my plumbing is stopped. If I don't, my indigestion does not work very well, so I have to take medicine to go to the toilet, and it does not work very well, so I have to go back. So that's why the reason why I have to burp sometimes. It is not very nice. I keep them in, but sometimes it will not. Will be all right. And I love the color choice. I also make some eyeshadowing with color pencil. She came out quite cute. So those were the two body coloring that I did. I love to do body coloring, and yeah, I hope to do more with these two ladies. If you want to do a body coloring, please let me know. Then I will see if it can be. Next book. Where do I put it? I put it here. Hopefully it does not fall down. The next book is Toon Mozaïek by the Belba family? Yeah, Belba family. This was also my first book, but I didn't do any Instagram this month. I hope to go back on Instagram in May. But I'm not promising anything. I did 4 pages in this book. I did it only with the Uhuhu alcohol markers, and they came out quite nice. Really relaxing, just picking the colors and just coloring away. I needed that this month. I needed some easy, relaxing coloring. I had a stressful month also this month, so then is this very nice to do. I did 4 pages in this book. And I really like how the Uhuhu alcohol markers work on this page. And I really like the colors. And that was the last one that I did. Then I did 2 in this book, 3D Mandela coloring book number 2 by Radu Fresia. No, you can't read the name. I'm not gonna try to butcher that name. And I did this one. I used my big intensity, the fine liners that I have, and also the Sharpies. That's also on the next page that I did, because they're a little bit finer to color, so that's why I used the permanent markers in this book. And the other page is this one. I also like the colors that I choose in this page, and it came out quite nice. It was also very relaxing, just pick up some colors and just color away. So that was out of 3D Mandela. The next book is by Fricelli Gorgeous. I never gonna pronounce that name. I cannot find it in this book because she wrote it a little bit difficult for me to read. But this by Evelyn Lisa. I really love this book. I did this month again 4 pages in this book. And I just used alcohol markers, and maybe I could do a little bit lighter skin tone, but why not? She came out quite lovely. I also used some glitter gel pen. I think it is, I used mostly my Gromo Tech glitter gel pen in most of my coloring books, and also the Jelly Roll metallic that I have. And I really like how this came out. The next one is this one. I already knew that I wanted to color a hair pink. So I did color her hair very pink, and it came out quite gorgeous. And I used some sticklers in her earring, and yeah, the background is beautiful. Not too busy, but yeah. I think I used also some big intensity for the flowers. The dark gray, I used the big intensity because they are very fine lines. So otherwise it's just alcohol markers. And then we have this page. I really like this one too. I had some issue with alcohol markers that dry up, so that's why their skin is a little bit streaky. Maybe you don't see it, but I can see it. I had to use a different color, but otherwise it came out quite nice. I knew I wanted to use orange in this page and some red. So, and I knew I wanted to color the roses or tulips, I'm not certain, but I knew I wanted to color them yellow. So sometimes in the background it's a little bit difficult to see what is a flower, what is a leaf, and what's the background. So sometimes I take a guess and just color it. Maybe it is wrong, but if it is wrong, I can do it over again because there are duplicates in this book. And the last page, I really like it. It was an idea that I had in my head for quite some time, and I did it. Look at it. I wanted to make her gray, in different kind color gray, and the background in color. I should have had to pick easier background because I had quite a lot of time finding out which was which. And yes, and one time I just picked out the color and color it, but isn't it nice? The combination with the gray colors and the color on the background. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna do it again. In this book maybe, or in another book coloring book, but I like the combination of this. It was quite fun to do also. So that was the last page that I did in this book. Certainly you can see this one in the next month again, because I love that coloring book. The next coloring book is Fairy and Fantasy Grayscale coloring book by Christina Karen. I did also 2 pages in this one. And this is the first one. I just used alcohol markers and some glitter gel pen. I already knew I wanted to make the lines beneath this. I wanted to make it red, like blood or something like that. And I didn't use a whole lot of colors, so I kept the stars also red, so that it will compact to 1 page. I did not do any background. I'm not that good in backgrounds, and I thought that that this page didn't need it. I hope you can see the glitter between. I chose first another kind of coloring, color skin, but that didn't work out, so I make it darker. That is why her eyes are blue, because I picked out first a different color for the skin, but I like also how this turns out. The eyes are popping out, and I knew I wanted to make this rose yellow, so came out quite nice. And the next one is this one, My Angel, and I knew I wanted to use this kind of color of hair, and I knew I wanted to use some purple, and yeah, that is how this page came out. I used also glitter gel pen. I did use the silver one, this brand, the dual metallic hybrid. This is the gold one, but I used the silver, of course. You can see that this silver. I really like those two, and I already used up. This is already a backup. That's also for the silver one. I use them quite a lot. And I used some purple glitter on the feather. Yeah, I like the color combination that I did. So those were the 2 in fairy fantasy too. The next one, I gave this month also my Jade Summer coloring book some love, so you can see them come by. This is the first one, Grayscale coloring book Unicorn by Jade Summer. I already told you Jade Summer. And I did 2 pages in this one. This is the first one. And I really like how this came out too. I really like the colors that I choose for my unicorn and for her and the sun. I make that all with this one. Yeah, I really like it. Like a sunset. I make it like a sunset. And the next one that I did is this one. I really like this one too. I used also some glitter and metallic jelly roll. Also here. I really like her skin tone. I really like the unicorn, how I choose that color for this one. Yeah, it came out quite nice. And I used some white gel pen for in her eyes. And then the unicorn eyes. I try to color mostly 2 or more pages in my coloring book. This is the reason why you can find mostly 2 pages. That is my goal. Does not work always out. Mostly it does. And this is the Grayscale coloring book Alice in Wonderland by Jade Summer. I did my queen. And I also like the colors that I choose. Of course, red. Different kinds of colors of red. And some gold. And yeah, some gold. And in her hair, some dark gray. And yeah, I really like how this came out too. You can see I use some glitter on this page too. I make this one first, that's this color, but I didn't like it, so I got over it with the gold. So maybe you can see a little bit red through it, but it gives a nice effect. And the next one was this one. I did color quite some bunnies this month because it was Easter, so I managed to color some bunny, and this is one of them. And this is how it came out. I leave the stripes white because I thought it was a blue and white pajamas. Maybe I could have colored his fur a little bit darker, but I like it how it is like this. And I use some clear jelly roll for in the glasses. And yes, of course some alcohol markers, and I like how it came out. The next book is 50 Ocean Miniature by Camelia Angelikova. I managed to do 4 in this book. This is also a book that I like to finish this year. And this is the first page that I did. I used alcohol markers and some glitter gel pen in this book. I used mostly alcohol markers. I picked out a brand that I have and that I used mostly in all my coloring books. Because I'm trying to use up the alcohol markers that I have. And this is the second page. Also like how this came out. All the color choices that I make. A little bit of glitter. Maybe you can see it. I hope you can see it. This one was also very fun and easy to do. Like the colors that I choose on this page too. And the last page that I did in this book is this one. I had also very fun to color in this one. A lot of glitter in the jellyfish. I hope you can see it. I picked out some lighter colors of alcohol markers that I don't use very much, so it was nice to use it on this page too. So that were the 4 pages in this book. The next book is Coloring Chick Coloring Book number 2 by Darcia, and her last name I'm not gonna try. She's very famous in the coloring community, so you know which one it is. I did the first page in this book and I colored it with alcohol markers. I had a blast coloring in this. I used also some sticklers in the wings. I used some glossy accent on the eyes. Otherwise, no glitter. No glitter. But the wings are shining because I used sticklers. And I really like how this page came out. I try to do it a little bit like this, but my version of it. And then I did this one. It's a sad page, but I like how it came out. Didn't do a whole lot of it. I only colored her wings with the hybrid dual metallic silver one, and I colored her dress red because it fitted this page. I think this page representing Australia, the wildfire that there was a couple of years ago. So very sad that happened there. That were the 2 pages that I did in this book. The next book is Big Eyed Girl Coloring Book by Coloring Book Cafe. I also did 2 pages in this book. And this is the first one. Because it is spring, I also colored some cheap. And I really like how this page came out too. It looks white, but it is very light blue. I had some difficulty figuring out which is water, which is rocks, and which are green. But I think I did quite alright. It was a whole lot of fun to color it. Especially the stones. I like to do the stones in different kind of colors, so it is a little bit playful. And the second page is this one. I really like this one too. I knew I wanted to use my jelly roll glitter stardust on the window, so it gives some reflection. I hope you can see it. And I like the colors that I choose. I did the green first, then I go with a dress or no pajamas. Came out quite nice. And then I did a couple of pages in the Sally Berry Flower Mandalas easy large coloring, just easy coloring, but I like to do it. Just pick out some colors and just coloring away. On this page I use quite a lot of pinks. It looked like a butterfly, so I let that be. And I know I wanted to use some of these colors. This is a color combination that I don't use very often, so I want to give that also some love. And in this book you can do whatever you want to do with the colors. Also this kind of colors, I really like how these came out. This one too, I really like it. And this one is also very nice. I try to blend a couple of greens with each other. Sometimes it does work a little bit better than other times. I like this one too. This one is also very nice. I had a little boo-boo. I opened my marker and it splattered. I tried to erase it, but it did not work very well, so it has to be there. But otherwise I like this page too. This is also a book I like to finish this year. I'm quite on track, I think. I did a couple of pages in this book already. Then I have the Mystery Mosaic Flowers, also by the Belmer family. Yeah, Belmer family. I only did one page in this book, and that is this one. For a long time I didn't know what it's going to be. Now I can see it straight away, but when I was coloring this page I could not find out what the pages, what is coming out of this page. But now I know it. They are two swans. Maybe you see it right away, but I had to go quite far away, and then my light in my head, bling, bling. Oh, that is what I'm looking at. And I used the Vibra colors that I have, and also some Crayolas that I have in this book, in this page. And I really like how the X method works out. Maybe I will do it on the next page again. We'll see. This is also a book that I want to finish this year. Then I have Country Chibi's coloring book by Alexandra Francis. And I did 2 pages in this book. This one is the first one that I did. And I really like how the colors that I choose for her. I like the dress. I like also this grayscale, light grayscale. So you can see, so you don't have to do any shading. If you want to do, you can do. Otherwise, you can just straight coloring with alcohol markers. And that is the things that I love mostly to do. Yeah, came out quite nice. Next one is also a sheep. And I really love this one too. I like the colors that I choose on this page. It came out quite nice too. A little bit of glitter, but not a whole lot. Did I use on this page? Yes, I used on this page also a little bit of glitter in the flowers. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Then we have Fairy Magic by Color Custopia. I managed to do 4 pages in this book. And this is the first one. I used alcohol markers. The black outlines are the Stabilos. I really like how the Stabilo black pen works on this paper, so that is I'm going to use through this book. I cannot tell a whole lot about it because it is just straight coloring with alcohol markers, and just let you guide the colors that they give. I don't have a whole lot of pages to do anymore. 4 pages with fairies, and then I already by the bonus pages. So hope to finish this in the next couple of months. It's also a book that I want to finish this year. Then I have a grayscale coloring book, Cute Witches by Jade Samber. I managed to do only one page in this book, and that is this one, the first one. I really like the colors that I choose on this page too. I knew I wanted to use this kind of, purple. It's not really purple, I don't know the color name exactly, but I knew I wanted to use that. And also the green I knew. And so I started with a head and then I colored the rest. And I knew I wanted to make the moon this kind of color. And I used some white gel pen for the now I cannot find the English word anymore, cloud. And I use some glitter, just one color. I think that is the Gromotech glitter that I used on this page. And also, oh no, I didn't use another colors for her nails as well. I hope you can see it. The next book is 50 Easter Miniatura by Camelia Angelikova. I managed to do 3 pages in this book. Also because it was Easter, and I really like this book too. I really like how this 3 animal came out, the bunny, the sheep and the chicken. And I used quite some glitter on this page too, and I love it. Then I did this one. This one I had also a lot of fun to color in. I didn't use any glitter on this page. That's new. But I do like how it came out. I knew I wanted to use different kinds of yellow. So that is one is male and one is female. Or just different kind of ducks. And ducks are not always the same color, so I didn't do that too. And I used some white gel pen for in the water. And no, I don't have to do this because there is no any glitter on this page. And last page was this one. I wanted to color some tulips and some I know that's the name, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to color this kind of flowers. And I used some shading in this kind of flowers, and I made the eggs different kinds of browns. I wanted to give them different kinds of colors, but in nature they don't have any colors. So yes, this kind of color and a little bit lighter colors even. So that is why I colored them brown, little skin tone colors. So they fit in more in nature. So that were the 50 Easter miniatures. Then we have the Tales from the Fourth Kingdom. This is not in any order that I colored. I just stacked them up when I was giving them tags. So, but I know I did color this in the last week of this month. And the first page is this one. I used the Vibra colors, the 100 set that I have. I really like them on this paper. They don't bleed through, so you can see. And they color very nice on this paper, and they are quite relaxing on my hands, so I use them quite a lot in this book. I use also quite a lot of glitter. I use my Gromotech and some other cheap glitter, and also I use the Hybrid Dual metallic. That was the gold one, and the silver one also. I like to use up my glitter gel pens when some set doesn't have the color that I want to use, then I pick it out. The other set that I have. Then I did those 2 pages, and I used also some glitter on this page too, in the mushrooms. I really like the colors that I choose on this page too, and also in tentacles. I don't know what it is, but I make it. I call it with glitter. And this page I also did my 2 bunnies. I really like how those 2 bunnies came out too. Yeah, I did first the green and the flowers. I knew I wanted to color the flowers this color. Also the glitter I knew that I wanted to use, and that I did first. I think I did the bows and the crown as yes, I did it at last. Because I was not certain which color I wanted to use, and I consider it a little bit with the colors on this page I put on this page, and I really like how that came out. And I used on this page also the hybrid dual metallic, silver and the gold one. And then I did this one. This was a whip from March. I did not finish it on time for the March finished pages, so it was almost finished. I had to do only a little bit parts of it, but now it is finished for this month. I used some glitter in the rain, and also in the mushroom, in the jewelry, and in his umbrella. Yeah, I really like how this came out too. And the last 2 pages that I did in this book was this one. First, let's show you this one. I used some glitter gel pen, also the Chromotech, and I used a metallic jelly roll for the silver line. Silver dark gray line. I had some issues with choosing the colors, because there are a whole little bit of things. I didn't know what to use, which colors, so I just colored away, and it came out quite nice. I did not want to use totally green, and that's why I used some orange, yellow, and some red. But otherwise, this page came out quite nice. This one too. I knew I wanted to make her hair blue with some glitter in. And she has some leaves, so that I make her green. And that is why I took the green, and it came back in her dress, and like the blue came back in the wolves. And the stars are also silver. That comes also back again in the wolf. So it came out quite nice and glittery. I like the pages that came out. This is also a book I like to finish this year. I'm quite on track in this book too, so I'm very happy. Then I have another Jade Summer. That is Mermaid's Grayscale coloring book. Jade Summer, I already told you. I managed to do 2 pages, and this is the first one. I really like how this came out. I make her like Ariel. I wanted to use the colors of Ariel, so I did. And I use quite some glitter on this page. You can see it. And it was a lot of fun coloring this page. really like it. There's a whole lot of glitter on the page, but that's fine. And the second page that I did is this one. She also came out quite nice. I think I use both time the same colors. No, no, not totally. She has a little bit darker hair, maybe, but it doesn't matter. And I use quite a lot of white gel pen for making the water more interesting. And some glitter, of course. I like how this page came out. Too. Had a blast. Almost finished. No, 2 books to go. This is the first of the Whimsical Darling, Cute and Simple by Jana Prosperena. This is also a book that I like to finish this year. I managed to do 2 pages in this book. And the first one is this one. Very green. But I like the colors of green that I choose, and also how the dress came out, and the butterflies. I really like the colors that I choose on this page. Something different than only the usual skin tones. Sometimes I like to go out of my box. And this is one of the pages that I did. And it came out quite nice. I find it nice. You don't have to like it, but I like it. And this is the second page. This was also a whip from March, and I finished it now this month. I like the colors that I choose: the purple and the purple and the pink. I could not find the words. And no glitter on this page too. Just I see I forgot a little part. So, no. I can color that now. Does it work? No. Just stepping away. These are old glitters. I'm not certain that they work. Just wait a minute. Yeah. I didn't see it. So technically it was not finished. But now it is. Just a little bit blowing so that it will dry. But that were the 2 pages that I did in this book. And the last page of this month is in Whimsical Darling, Everyday Magic by Jana Prosperena. And I only manage to do 1 page in this book too. I wanted to do another one, but I wanted to do it on a live stream or speed coloring, but it did not work out. So that is for next year, because that's also a bunny, an Easter page. I will save it for next year. Just this one, but next year better. I really like how this came out too. I knew I wanted to make her dress like blue, so, and I knew I wanted to color some darker skin color too, and I always start with the colors that I know I want to use, and that I know where I want to put it. So that makes it for me a little bit easier, and then I go search the colors that I wanted to use more on the page. But I start always with the colors that I know I wanted to use. And sometimes I will put it away, the coloring book, if I cannot find the colors that I want to use, and come back to it later. But mostly I just finish it in one sitting. So those were all my finished pages of the month of April. I hope you enjoy seeing all my finished pages. If so, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my coloring journey, please subscribe to my channel. And for now, I wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to each other in this crazy world we are living in. Yes, be kind to each other. And then I will see you in the next video of mine. Bye bye!